Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm at Marks & Spencer to check out what's new in the homewares for spring 2026, and honestly this one really surprised me. There's a huge amount of new stock in store with loads of fresh spring pieces and some genuinely affordable finds. I'm taking a closer look at the new Kerridge collection, what's new in it, how it looks and whether it's worth the price. And the Hoppen range has been extended again. I'll show you all the standout pieces, including some brand new designer dupes and what's actually worth checking out. So grab yourself something to drink, get cozy and let's get started. This is the Sweet Pea and Willow range from M&S. It's their artificial floristry collection. I've shared the range before, but they've added a few new pieces and I'm a massive fan. Everything looks so realistic and I do think it's affordable, especially when you compare it to some designer brands where the prices are honestly crazy. They brought out a new bunch. This one's only £18. You do sometimes have to look around as not everything's available online, but my favourite is the magnolia stems. I have two bunches from last year and I'll be getting them back out very soon. They're £12.50 for two and I just think the whole range is incredibly realistic and good value. This is the M&S Colby rechargeable metal table lamp. It's one of their best sellers. It comes in 3 different colours. You just charge it via USB. You can put it anywhere you need, on a shelf or dot it around wherever you need a bit of light. I think it's really nice. It's £39.50. Yes, you can buy cheaper, but it feels weighty, it looks solid, and I'm a big fan of it in the gold. In the new M&S home collection, there are lots of lovely warm earthy brown tones coming through. This vase was £15. It was actually really heavy and I thought it was a lovely piece if you just want something for a shelf. They had loads of different textures and designs and these glass ones were really pretty. You can see all the little air bubbles in the glass, which I thought was a really nice detail. So if you're looking for something that isn't just plain, that isn't just white or cream, they've definitely leaned into these warm earthy tones and I actually thought the prices were pretty good. They look very designer inspired. I was definitely getting a little bit of Zara home here. They also had some really lovely stoneware candle pieces. One of them I spotted and absolutely loved, but it wasn't on display, was this glass base table lamp and it was stunning. I couldn't find it online and there was no price on it, but I guess it was about £60. They also had a lot of this coloured splattered style glass. So if you're a fan of coloured glass, there were loads to look at. This large one was £15 and while that isn't cheap, it looked a lot more expensive. Again, very Zara home vibes. These were £7.50 and they had matching vases and lots of other combinations too. We got given an MS voucher for Christmas and I forgot to bring it with me today, so I couldn't pick anything up, which was really annoying because I spotted this stunning ceramic vase. It was massive, weighed a ton, it was £35. I don't want to order things like this online because I just think they'll arrive in bits, and I wanted to choose the one with the nicest pattern, so I'm going to have to come back. They had loads of large ceramic pieces, which I'm really nervous about ordering online. Let me know if you're liking this style. It's definitely giving me 60s or 70s vibes, a bit brown for me, but they did have a lot of different pieces like this. I am getting Abigail's party vibes though, but it's very much on trend, so if you want something that isn't plain white or cream, let me know what you think. They also had some really lovely cushions. There seemed to be two main price points. The ones from £32 and up came with feather inserts, and then from around £20 up had the artificial inner. This one was £35, it had really lovely detail. They also had a lovely vase with a rope detail on it. Couldn't find a price in store or online. They only had one, but I did really like it. Absolutely no idea where I put it in my house, but I'm really liking all these lovely pots they've got in at the moment. Another standout piece for me was this brass rechargeable lamp. I really liked it. It was £49.50, but it looked much more premium. I've got about 3 rechargeable lamps at home, but nothing quite as polished as this. I just thought it was a really great piece. I probably would have bought it with my voucher, but as I didn't have it with me, I couldn't. I then spotted these vases. They came in 2 sizes. The small one was £7.50. I've got the perfect spot on my Billy bookcase for this little one. The large one was a bit big for me at £15, but I did pick up the little one. Now this section isn't new, but I did pick up one of these oils. They're only £4 and they had the Seychelles scent. To me this smells exactly like the one they sell at the White Company, but a lot cheaper. I think they're around £10, so I picked one of these up because these are only £4. Because I got a brand new diffuser for Christmas and I needed some more oil. But if you're looking for diffuser oils and refills, these are so much more affordable, and honestly they smell the same and they really do last. But there wasn't much left on the shelves. I'm really hoping they're not discontinuing this. I also spotted this bubble table lamp, which is stunning. I didn't need one, so I didn't pick it up, but it really stood out as a lovely piece. And then they had this jug. I bought this last year and I absolutely love it. It's £15, super heavy, and it looks beautiful in my kitchen. M&S have just launched the Tom Kerridge collection. If you don't know who Tom Kerridge is, he's a Michelin-starred British chef known for proper, no-nonsense cooking. The range very much reflects that. The collection includes everything from large cast iron pieces, very Le Creuset looking, through to salt and pepper meals that come in really nice packaging. These were £40. They did look a bit like thermos flasks to me. They also had Denby tie-ins, aprons, which were £25. The saucepans were available individually or in sets of 3. They all had a copper base on the bottom. They looked really decent quality, and the range is very much about professional style cookware, but made accessible for home cooks. It's practical, it says it's hard wearing, and it's designed to be used, not just looked at. They also had a knife collection, which did confuse me slightly. Every single knife was £25, regardless of size, so even the tiny one was £25. The larger knives were clearly better value. You could also buy a full set of 5 for £100, again in very nice packaging and a great gift. Let me know what you're thinking about the pricing. I did really like the look of and the quality of the baking trays, but they were £40. They were beautifully made, and the in-store styling did a really good job of elevating the product. They also had non-stick frying pans. The small ones started at £25. Utensils too. The price is starting from £8. And then the Denby pieces, this Tom Kerridge Denby cup was £9 with matching plates for £9. Also usual Denby quality, but a different design. I did think we'd see less black this year, but clearly we are still going to see more of it. Let me know what you think of the collection overall. And finally, the chopping board, a natural edge design. It weighed an absolute ton. It was £70 with a non-slip base on the bottom. It was a little bit too, I've just chopped a tree down for me, but I can see it appealing to a more masculine customer. But do let me know what you think. Will you be rushing down to M&S to check out the Tom Kerridge collection, or have you already bought some bits? Do let us know in the comments what you think. They had some whitewash pieces. This set of 4 rattan coasters was £12. I've got something similar that's round. I actually picked it up from a garden centre, very Neptune style. And they had this beautiful new tray. I'm currently looking for bits for my newly renovated sitting room, so I picked one of these up. It was £15, the perfect size, and I really loved the colour. M&S did a collection with Kelly Hoppen last year, and they've since extended it, so it must have done really well. I've shared this on my channel before, but they've added a few new pieces, so I thought we'd have a look at some things I hadn't seen before. The candles have been around for a little while. This one is called Number One, but they've now brought it out in a room spray, which is quite nice. Also soap in little dishes and diffusers as well. Everything feels fairly well priced, and you can now buy refills, which I always think makes sense. They've also extended it into hand washes. I'm not sure I'd personally want Kelly Hoppen rid across my hand wash, but if you like the clean and minimal look, it's there. They also have refills, which are £10. They do both the hand wash refill and the hand lotion refill. This was actually the first time I'd seen the wine glasses in person, and I have to say I was a little bit disappointed. They are incredibly lightweight and not at all what I was expecting. They do have this geometric pattern which runs through the whole collection, but in the hand they just felt really light, and for £45 I thought that was a bit steep. They also had these coffee cups which said to dispose of your drink if it leaks into the cavity between the two walls, and I did think if that happened you'd probably dispose of the glass as well, so I wasn't totally sold on those. They are those insulator style cups, and they had them in a couple couple of different sizes. They also had a cafetiere as part of the collection, which was £25. And then there were these storage jars, fairly standard in shape, but they had that geometric detail at the base. They were a little bit pricey, but let me know what you think about the collection. Two other categories that M&S do really well is vases. This is amazing value for £5. I really love the detail across the top, and then £7.50 for this really big vase. You could get a really large bunch of flowers in that, and I think the detail is lovely. This one was super heavy, £7.50. How beautiful, and I think the detail is lovely. The other category that do really well are their picture frames. Some fabulous dupes of ones they sell for a lot more in the White Company. They had a really great selection of picture frames. However, if you want actual dupes that are really affordable, check out my Asda video. Okay, so I'm back from a lovely trip to Marks and Spencer's. Bit annoyed that I did forget to take my Christmas voucher, but I did have £18 left on another voucher I got for my birthday. So I picked up this tray that was only £15, which I think is really good value. I need one to put on the new little footstool ottoman thing that we've got in our little sitting room to put like drinks on, or I can put a candle on it. So I picked that up and I really like that. I also got one of these little Seychelles oils. It was only £4. I really hope they're not discontinuing the collection because there was hardly anything on the shelf. It smells just like the White Company one, which is I think £10. So I picked that up to go in my new diffuser that's going to go in that room. And then I picked up this lovely little vase. Now I know it has got a bow on and we're all getting a bit sick of bows. However, it's perfect for what I wanted for my Billy bookcase, and I think it's just really cute. For £7.50 is something I can pop on the shelf and I can just leave it, and I thought that was really lovely. So let me know what you thought about the Marks and Spencer's collection. I was really impressed, really liked it. Let me know if you've tried out that Tom Kerridge collection, or if you're a fan of Kelly Hoppen. I'd love to know what you think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and check out all the other videos on my channel, especially the Asda dupe one, which has lots of very similar items that I saw today. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you on the next video.